This is a very happy and exciting day for me. As some know, at the end of last year, as I ended my 40 years in elective office in Connecticut, the most profound emotion I felt was gratitude to the people of the state who gave me the extraordinary opportunities to serve that I had had over those 40 years, in some ways that I had dreamed of. As I said to the students, I hadn't dreamed of them when I was their age. These very strange dreams started during my college and law school years. And I was very, very lucky to have the opportunity to live out a lot of those dreams thanks to the people of Connecticut. So I was thinking of ways to say thank you and to keep it going and perhaps to hold up the standard of community service and public service. And we decided to start a scholarship fund beginning with money left over in my campaign account and then setting the goal to raise additional money to take it up to over $1 million, which we thought would generate enough in perpetuity to award 5 scholarships each year, 4-year scholarships for $1,500 a year. And of course, this is a thrilling morning for me because we've gone through the first round of applications and selections and have 5 recipients, 4 of whom could be here today. They are a most gifted group of Connecticut high school graduates for this year, and I'm just going to be thrilled to watch their careers as they go on.
On the most basic level, the scholarship represents decreased financial burden. It will allow me to graduate with less debt and so be freer to pursue the career I'm truly passionate about. However, it is about so much more than the money. I'm extremely grateful to Senator Lieberman and his generosity, and I plan on creating such a fund in my future in hopes of giving back what I am so lucky to have received. I'm extremely grateful and honored for the scholarship that to me is the passing of the torch of philanthropy from one generation of dreamers to the next. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Senator Lieberman for giving me this scholarship. I'm so honored to have received it in its first year. As Qiuyin said, this scholarship on its most basic level will allow me to pursue my undergraduate education at Harvard College over the course of the next 4 years. Again, I'm very honored to have received the scholarship, and I hope that, like Senator Lieberman said, it will open up opportunities for me in the future as I look to pursue a career in education reform to ensure that all students across America have equal opportunities to a high-quality education. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Lieberman. Some say that the value of an education is priceless. I think about this statement as I rattle off the steps of the photosynthesis process in my AP biology class, discuss my golf swing during a golf fundraising tournament, or perform in front of an orchestra, sick cancer patients, senior citizens, or disadvantaged children. I wouldn't put a price on being able to do any of these things. However, in a literal sense, education does come with a price. Whether that means paying the hefty taxes required for a child to attend a public school or setting large amounts of money aside to save up for that child's future college tuition, education is, in fact, very expensive. I have worked very hard in high school. I was a co-president of the National Honor Society, president of the Math League, president of the Science Olympiad team, president of the American Cancer Society, committee chair of Relay for Life, and executive treasurer of the student government. I was also thrilled to take the most vigorous courses offered at my school. However, I didn't do all of this to add padding to my college applications or a false sense of pride and accomplishment to my resume. I genuinely wanted to make the most of my high school career, absorbing knowledge and being exposed to as much as humanly possible, from information and people to experiences and various challenges. I was most definitely rewarded by the 3rd place award my junior electrical engineering society team brought home, by the $135,000 plus my town raised in just its first year of Relay for Life, by the big-hearted group of friends and family that joined me at the Hope in Motion Cancer Walk for my 5th consecutive year, and most rewardingly to me, by the smiles brought to the severely disabled children at the Music Therapy Center as I played and still play with them. I extend my full gratitude towards the scholarship for recognizing my academic, leadership, extracurricular, and volunteering efforts. It will help reduce the financial burden placed on my parents that comes in tandem with my opportunity to attend Harvard College. It is also a reminder to me that diligence and perseverance are priceless qualities. Thank you so much.
To me, this award, as everyone else has said, really will help with the financial burden that higher education places on so many families in today's day and age. But more than that, it also represents the value that our nation's leaders like Senator Lieberman place on education, and that's an incredibly important value, especially because of all of the problems with education in today's world. And I think that the first step towards fixing these problems is placing such an incredible value on education, because then we can really work towards improving it and making it better. So for me personally, this scholarship will make college much easier, but on a much grander scale. I also think that it represents the kind of ideology we need to improve education in America. So thank you very much, Senator Lieberman.
Two things I want to say finally. One is the obvious sort of mathematical conclusion, which is that which you see in these four extraordinarily gifted and articulate young women. But this is 1% of the people who applied for the scholarship. I was very grateful and frankly excited that there were over 500 applications quickly, and this is the top of that group. The second, just to touch on something that's happening where I used to spend a lot of time in Washington, in the Senate immigration reform, at least two of the recipients here have parents who started life in another country other than the United States. And their parents have already, I know a bit of the stories, have contributed enormously to our state and country. They will contribute enormously. It is one of the great sources of strength of our country that we are open to new people coming in, and I sure hope that the immigration reform bill moves forward so that we can be more and more open to the kind of contributions that new Americans make. And of course I speak as the grandson of 4 people who were not born in America, so it's pretty close to me. Thank you.